Hi Capricorn, welcome to your quantum reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross-watchers. Cross-watcher, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, and the message could be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings, and if you guys are wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. You can go ahead and just subscribe your email there, and I will send out an email notification whenever the availability opens up. Wow. So, and yeah, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways you guys have supported the channel. And let's begin, because this looks like it is an interesting message. Very first card that kind of flipped out, we have the thread and then the threshold. I'm going to put those there for a bit so you guys can kind of like look at them, because I do feel like it's kind of that point that you're pulling yourself, depending where you guys are at, like you could be in this process of pulling yourself out of some type of really dark phase. Like, not surprised at all to see that. And especially, I love the rainbow here. Like, don't be surprised if you guys start seeing synchronicities of rainbows or something come in, because it is kind of this sign and synchronicity that the worst is over, you know, that you're being pulled out. And now, I'm going to explain this in kind of a scientific way, okay? Because that's what I do. So, this definitely feels like a dark night of the soul, okay? And that's an accumulation. I've talked about it. In fact, I should probably link the video. You guys can go to the end of this video and you can click on my playlist, Quantum Rebel, and there's actually Dark Night of the Soul videos where I explain the whole process of free radicals. You can dive into it in depth. So I won't go way too much into it just because I want to spend more time on the reading, but there is that video there. So the thread, like, this is when your body, it pretty much goes through a breakdown. That's why in astrology, they say, like, at specific times in a human's life, they go through what's called the Saturn return. And Saturn is connected to discipline. It's how well you've, like, taken care of your body. So if you haven't taken care of your body very well, people's usual first Saturn return generally is around the age of 29. Okay, that's the first one. And it's almost like the accumulation of the energies, your patterns, the things that you eat, whatever you put into your body. Age 29 is usually when you have this full-blown kind of like moment or experience. And a lot of people will go through dramatic shifts at that age. And they come at certain ages. I think the other one's like either 49 or 59. I can't remember. So there's like 2 points of a Saturn return, kind of determining how disciplined have you been in these decades that you've been going through in your life, because that energy accumulates. And I always see it as like Saturn rewards you with discipline. It's almost like however much you've been chemically programming your body with your own dopamine releases by self-discipline, then it actually, Saturn will come in with a big reward. If not, Saturn comes in with a really big, intense lesson. So this dark night of the soul, especially, this is why I'm not really surprised to see this going on in the collective with the pandemic, because a lot of people really haven't been very self-disciplined. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna apply differently for all of you guys, but it's kind of like this moment, you're on the threshold of stepping into something different. And it's really interesting how this is like a step-by-step process in a way. It's fascinating how these are lining up, because this person is stepping out of the dark and into the light. And this is almost like the rainbow that's guiding you out of the darkness. And then you're about to step into whatever light this is. This is the sunset. It's ways that you put energy and light back into your body scientifically, Okay, there's the spiritual aspect as well. Like, I don't want to take away from that at all. But you do things physically as a human to kind of help the universe and the magic and the spiritual side of things to help transform you and move you through archetypes of your energy and all that good stuff. Anyway, okay. I feel like I dragged on about that enough. Okay, so you have the Justice card, right? Truth, balance, clarity, cause and effect, equality, and the other side. Remember what I said? It's a repercussion, karmic lessons, acceptance, could be connected to some type of contracts or law or whatever you guys are dealing with. So let's see. Let's grab one more card. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's the one. I hope you guys saw that flip. This isn't like a fancy, overly positive card, so why else would I pull it? Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords. I feel as though there's something about the more that you work with this process, like the more that you kind of pull out of some lethargic or dark energy and you start to feel yourself coming out of it, maybe from detoxing or something like that, your body is going to come back into some type of balance. And I feel as though the way you might be communicating in a way, maybe you've already done this. I almost feel like you were very blunt with someone. Either you're going to be or you were recently. And this doesn't, I mean, this can come across both ways, but I almost feel like it could come from both sides depending on where your energy is at the time. Because it could be, I mean, there is unpredictable, there's like poor direction, disregard. It could be a disregard for how something affects someone, because this could just be kind of like a delivery of truth, which Capricorns are actually pretty famous for. Like most Capricorns that I've known are pretty blunt. Like, they really are just honest, truthful, which I love about them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Capricorns. But there's something here that I feel like you're kind of being really blunt with someone. Like, maybe you're not putting up with someone's games, or you kind of are sensing that there's an imbalance in a person that you're dealing with, and so you're just like being very truthful and honest about like, this is where I stand, you know, like this is what I want. And you're wanting like things to be balanced. You want balanced relationships, so you're just being very honest, like, hey, no half-assed nothing, no, none of this back and forth wishy-washy, like you're either here or you're not type of a thing. So that can be playing out in a multitude of environments, your love relationships, family, it could be at work for some of you guys. So let's see. Yeah, and isn't that funny that the Six of Pentacles is popping out? Because that's an even give and take. It's like, I feel like that's what you're wanting. That could be what someone is desiring. There you are, Cap. So Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys, because that is Pentacles, this is definitely somehow connected to, it could be about work, or it could be, Cap, that someone like wants to almost be connected in some way because they feel as though you guys understand each other's goals monetarily. Like you kind of are like on the same track in that way, like very goal oriented. This is definitely entrepreneurship or some type of freedom if you guys are trying to accomplish that right now. Let's see. Nine of Cups, beautiful. And let's see. So here's the thing, okay? I do feel like this is involving another person. Yeah, okay, so Page of Swords, yeah. That's why I love this, because I feel like you're gonna be the one, probably, Cap. I keep getting that it's you, that you're like saying something. And there's the Justice again. Okay, this could be some type of a karmic, like, I don't know, that almost, sorry, all the cards dropped on the floor. This feels a little bit like someone's coming in and has this dream, wish, or fantasy. I don't think they're revealing it at all, okay? Like, they've got goals. Like if this is a work environment, it could just be someone that has like goals, or maybe even a little bit kind of dreamy, daydreaming a lot, whatever this is. They've just got some type, but they're not really revealing this. They've got some type of a thing that they're idealizing. And I think it's connected to you in a way. Like this person could be coming in and offering something or seeming very generous with compliments or their time, whatever it is. And because they see you as very independent and it's very attractive to them in some way, okay? And that's why I'm saying that. Nine of Cups is kind of like there is some type of a wish fulfillment for them to be together with you. Because I feel as though they're trying to be generous and give to this because they want to be a part of this. This is a very attractive energy. Definitely. The Justice again, though. It's interesting because I feel as though whatever you're delivering to them, this person kind of like, it's a pretty big blow to them. See the huge wing? That's what I feel like is come almost to you. Like this person isn't really going to be prepared for whatever you say, or if this already happened, that could be the case. This person was not expecting that. In fact, I feel as though that Justice is making me curious. Well, let me just grab one more card. Ooh. Nine of Swords. Wow. Okay. Wow. I get the sense like this is almost one of those points. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this recently, but you have the amygdala in your brain that releases this chemical, like the stress chemical. And when you come up to moments like Nine of Swords could be like a deep fear or paranoia that's programmed inside of you. And this communication or this truth actually might be kind of your way of standing up to something. And you're kind of confronting something within you. It could be kind of like that you were afraid something would come back around to bite you, that if you would actually express this, that there could be, even for you guys, some type of a karmic return. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like this could be kind of like you receive some type of like karmic energy that comes back around. And that's why you have to be cautious with communication, because usually the universe will come in and kind of tell you where justice lies, like if it lies with you or if it lies with another person. And you can usually see what comes back around. So sometimes, like, especially communication is going to be wonky right now, right? Mercury retrograde. But I feel as though you'll see something pretty immediately, and it will show you, hey, like if this is okay to keep treading in this direction to get justice in this type of situation, or if this actually was something good for you to communicate. Because the way that you communicate, as long as you're just delivering truth and you're not really being intentionally hurtful or shaming someone or projecting, it usually goes pretty well as far as the way that the universe kind of, there's no backlash or return from the universe, at least from what I've seen. That's how I tread with communications, okay? So let me grab a door that's opening here. Definitely something about the communication coming up between you and another person, or has happened. Hold on really quick here. Yeah, and this is probably why. So your door opening, you have Divine Guardian. Do not be nervous. Today or tonight, the path you are on will lead you just right. There's that fear. There's some type of guidance or something that you're receiving, or something about like the direction that you need to head in is kind of telling you where to go. And it will be kind of this moment where maybe even you come up against your own fear, and that's going to be that moment that you actually break through some type of a pattern, is once you confront it. And there's almost like a dopamine reward on the other side. That's why I was trying to explain the brain chemicals, because that's what changes the neural net wiring in your brain, is when you actually like have those hard communications or say things very truthfully that you've been holding back on for a while. Or this could be something about closing open-ended things, you know what I mean? But the other side of this too, if you guys are dealing with a narcissist, no contact. 100%. There's like, maybe you could come right out and say, hey, you know, this is finished, or communicate something, but hold your boundary, whatever that is, because yeah, just trust your guides. I feel like they're totally like guiding you in this, whatever is going on for you guys this next week. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there, Cap. I hope you guys got something useful from this. No extended for this week. They will be back and available next week. And I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.